JDs and gentlemen, we are back once again with this Lenovo piece of dreck. That's Yiddish for shit. Anyway, I forged ahead. And what I did is I installed all the applications that I need and completed the Windows updates. And we're going to boot the machine up because Portable Update does indeed work, but something else isn't quite working. But I don't think that's really a deal breaker. First of all, if you recall, because nobody watched this, I put a kind of dead-ish CMOS battery in, 2.5 volts or something like that. I set the BIOS to automatically turn on after power failure. Let's see if I could tilt that, get rid of that glare. That's better. I set the BIOS to automatically turn on after power failure. It's been off for actually a few days now. Now we're going to apply power to everything here and see if it fires up. If it does, there he goes. Told you the battery was good. It doesn't take that much. It's low, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. So it's going to boot up. We're going to let it do its thing. The screen needs to be re-squished, but it's too fast for it. The re-squishing part takes longer, but check out the boot time. Okay, boot process starts now. You gotta wait for the winders to come together. Once they do, watch. "15-year-old machine, fully loaded down with all of the apps and everything I need, and it's that fast with an SSD. Try telling me that old hardware is obsolete. Nuh-uh. Your Windows 10, Windows 11, Windows 15, whenever you're watching this, don't boot that fast. Resuming from standby is another question. This was a cold boot, folks. And we're not counting the time, counting the RAM, or any of that. It has to do that. By now, nobody has asked why there's a SATA cable sitting here. We'll get to that later. But I wanted to prove to you that Portable Update indeed does work. It didn't for that first go-around. I don't know why. And after cajoling it a couple times and using Windows Update once, it started to work. This always takes a little bit to load on any machine that I've ever had. We'll go to search and hit start. That does take time. We'll speed through. And here are our results. And basically it says Windows Malicious Software Removal Tool, Microsoft Security Essentials, Microsoft Security Essentials, Security Intelligence Update for Windows Defender Antivirus. I don't want any of that shit. So we're done. That's it. I now have a fully functional system except for one program. Now, I got a flash drive here. I don't know if I have it on there. I'll look while we're here. There we go. 4K video downloader. It used to be an alright program, but it was limited in that it gave you 30 downloads per day. They figured out that was being too generous, so they made it 10. The program has trouble running on just about any system that I have, and they're all old, but it generally just doesn't want to run. If it is installed and everything's there, you can double click the icon. It takes a while to load, and it just doesn't. Or if it does, it often says it has an update. You do the update, that breaks it. 6 reboots later, it might work once, and you get 10 downloads for the day. But I just get all these wacky errors. It's an MSU, so we can only install. And we'll let that go ahead and install. What is it, 93 meg for an installation file. And it is coming off of a USB 2 flash drive. So it takes just a little time. I'll give you another example of how fast this actually is running. But let's see, I haven't tried this again since. Alright, everything's there. We'll hit finish. We'll get rid of that. And if I go to launch it, the program can't start because libgallium_wgl.dll is missing from your computer. Huh? I don't know what the fuck that is. So I'm officially calling this no great loss. Right, just how do you go away? Fail, and then other errors and shit like that. So we're just going to uninstall that and be done with it. So where is it now? Up here. We'll uninstall. And that is the latest version, or if not, I've already tried the latest version, and that kind doesn't work either. They have the 4K Video Downloader Plus, which means you get less for free, and I don't want that kind. It has extraneous features I don't need, and the program is bloated as it is. Alright, we'll leave that well enough alone. Let's see. Let's go down to, Microsoft Office. Yeah. Back in the day, you used to be able to purchase Microsoft Office and you could use it for life. You can't do that kind now. Now it's a subscription if you want to write a letter to your dear Aunt Sally who you need to excuse, while she's busy doing the order of operations. That's a math joke. All right. So let's say you want Word. Okay. Office Word 2003. I get it, it's 2024, and this is 2003, but still, bam! Okay, that's fucking fast. That's fucking fast. You know what takes time? My video editor. And this is a huge program, and that I have to click on that. That's just how it works. And it's loaded. That's it. This is faster loading, obviously, because SSD, than my video editing rig. This thing is blazing. The processor will fall flat on its fucking face when I go to actually use the machine. I get that. I've done some light usage. It works. It does what I need. Definitely faster than the old system. So now we're going to attempt to break it. But I'm going to be safe about breaking it. First and foremost, portable update, I might still want, but I don't want on the drive. So first thing I'm going to see, yes, we do have enough free space. So we're going to paste that onto the flash drive. That's 2.68 gigabytes. That's going to take a while. It's the flash drive, okay? That's going to take a while. But the reason I want to get that off the drive is because now I have a fully functioning, perfectly working drop-in replacement system, so to speak. And now we want to try to break it. And how do we break it? We try to put Windows 10 on the machine. Will it work? Probably not. Will it activate? Doubtful. Can I get it activated? I can. We're not going to talk about that. But I have ways, so we'll take care of that when the... we'll see how it goes. I have two options for upgrading to Windows 10. I have an actual... I think it's on this flash drive? Yes, Windows 10 64-bit upgrade, and I just have to run setup.exe, and then that might be the better way to go. But the problem is that copy of Windows 10 is from Windows 10 when it first came out. So there are gobs of updates, and to apply all of those, although Portable Update worked under 7, it probably will work under 10. I think. Maybe I haven't tried it because I don't have that kind. But you know, we want to see if there's a possible way that it could go. It may not. I don't know. But I do have, which is actually creating on my old Pentium 4 right now as we speak, a new copy of Windows 10 with all of the latest updates and patches and shit like that applied, which was supplied to me by Jordan Yu. Great guy. Go check out his channel. I'll put a link in the doobly-doo about that. So now, like I said, we're going to break it. Now we get to the SATA cable. If you recall, this machine was equipped with a 320 gigabyte mechanical hard drive. And that's still installed in the machine. I spoke to Tallboy, who gave me this machine, and I asked him, is there any data that's on there? He said, you know what? If it's not a pain, why don't you go ahead and back that up and send it to me? I'll go through it, and then you can do whatever you want. So I need to back that up, but what I can do, because my external drive where I keep all of the images is got about that much room left on it, I think. We're going to use that drive to store the image file from this SSD. So I need to hook this SATA cable up, and then we could see if we can clone the drive. The DVD drive, which you can't see just out of frame, does work. You heard it open and close, and I have put a CD in there, and it definitely read it. So I don't see any reason why it wouldn't run it wouldn't load the disk cloning software where I can create an image. Whether it'll run it or not is another story, but you know, there's ways around that if I have to. So I need to wait and get this off the drive, because why back up 2 gigabytes worth of shit that can be re-downloaded and would need to be freshened up eventually. But this way, if I end up keeping the system, I'm just out the time to copy this back to the drive, should I even want to keep it. Alright, we're going to cut for now, and then we're going to hook up both drives, and I think we're just going to go for broke and see what happens when we boot Windows, and see if it wants to fuck with the boot order, because I'm just plugging it in willy-nilly. We'll see if it wants to fuck with the boot order or complain or something like that, or if it's going to boot from the old drive or the new one. Probably going to boot from this, because that's what's set in the BIOS, so it should theoretically go for that, but I don't know for certain. It's going to be just a little bit of time. Lenovo thought they'd be slick and cable tie up the cables there, and there's a SATA connection that I need to go to that hard drive, so we're going to cheat. And what we're going to do is we're going to uninstall our SSD. See how hard that was? We'll get rid of the thing on that. Oh yeah, they wanted to play games. Okay. So we're going to put this back on that drive and put the connector here back on that drive. If I have it the right way, I think so. There you go. And we're going to take our new SATA cable over here. And oh, there's a SATA port. That should work. That's even the right way. Geez, that blue cable is just in the way. It's bad like that. There you go. That's in. Now we got a nice long cable. That's going to go this way. There you go. And that goes like that. Line it up and get it plugged in. There, that worked. Okay, so now everything is all discombobulated there. I have no idea what the machine's going to do. Let's turn it on, just see what it wants to boot. I have no idea what's going to happen here. It found it, but I didn't see what it saw first and last. Let's see. Doesn't want to boot off anything. That's quite all right, because we fucked it up, and that's fine. We're going to just make believe that didn't happen, because it really doesn't matter now. If I go in the BIOS and reconfigure all that, it'll boot up just fine. We'll let that bomb out, and I will get the tocadiscos that I need, which I think is this one. There we go. Stick that in the tocadiscos drive. Oh, look at that! It's booting something. It's booting off the old drive, because otherwise it would have been done already. So now it's going to boot up the old 32-bit copy. No, I was mistaken. I guess it was trying to read the optical drive. We'll let it find that hard drive. It's fine. It doesn't matter at this point, like I said. The data is still safe on the other drive, and we're just putting another file on it, that's all. There it is. Disk E. And now we're going to restart. And was it F12 for boot menu? Hopefully. Just so you set the right thing. Yeah, boot selection pop-up enabled. Tappy DVD. Oh, not good. Oh, wait, no, it is good. I was fooled by the post beep. I thought it actually had rebooted. My mistake. But yeah, that's going. You can see it flashing a little light on the drive. Doing its thing right there. The optical drive still works. This does take a little while here. And we'll see how long it says it's going to take. It's too bad I can't image to the same drive, but that's... you're pushing too many buttons with that. But this is still going to be the fastest that I've ever archived anything, because typically I'm working with old systems with USB 1 and archiving over USB, and it's not good. Can we move the mouse without a reboot? Yes! We're going to, it's been a while, back up my computer. Okay, and we're going to be doing disk 2, because 500 gigabytes or so. So just check off disk 2. Next. That's fine. Okay, where do you want to put it? I'm going to put it on D? No, E. It's going to E, because 270 plus something or other, and that's all of it there. And we're going to call it Tall Enough Backup Full Install W7 64-bit all applications. And we should put the date, and I don't know what it is. There, that'll work. We'll hit next. Create a new full backup archive. Next. Compression level. Okay, so none is going to be 43 gig. Normal, 25.89. High, 22.65. Still the same 1 hour. Maximum is going to take too long. So we'll make believe that's going to be fine. 22.65 gig is not too bad. We'll hit next. Any comments? No, I don't need that kind. And proceed. And there we go. So now I'm going to have a finished image of my OS with all applications installed. So if something goes incredibly haywire, in an hour the machine will boot up as if nothing ever happened. When this is done, we're going to go ahead and try Windows 10. I think we're going to try booting the flash drive I created first, because that would save tons of time with the updates, but it may not activate. So we'll have to see. The upgrade might be a better choice because it may be more apt to activate. I don't even know if that's a thing anymore, where you still can get an upgrade to 10 for free, but maybe Microsoft did that because they knew that they were going to change like Office to a subscription thing, and they were going to rape everybody on the back end anyway. It said it was going to take an hour. That's a little shorter, 22 minutes. We'll be back.